What's up, my wonderful, sweet, awesome, fantastic little friends? What's up? How are you? How are we? How was your day? My day was odd. Good, odd. But anyway, as you can see, we have new certificates this evening. I actually created it earlier. I just finished a little bit ago. So tonight's reads are a little different. I got a new, I thought it was a new deck, but it's not. It's two. It's two decks, and they're fantastically gorgeous. But these new decks are different than other decks. They are time oracles. And you know, it's one thing for me to just read you what's on the card. It's a whole other ball of wax for you to have it right here. And I'm going to draw you one of each. And one side is for future happenings, and the other side is pursuits to consider. So that way you have this gorgeous little certificate that you can look at any time. And you get to see Verdena and the glasses tonight. I have some amazing music ready for us this evening. A string of fire. Pure, dramatic, most powerful violin, fierce orchestra strings music. That's literally the name of it. But I'm going to put this on the link tree so you guys can have it, because I listened to a little bit of it a while ago. I like it as much as I like the villain music that I've been into. You know the villain playlists that are on there? Dude, those are the ones y'all need for some workings. I'm just saying. All right. The link to tonight's reads are on my thing. I'm doing them tonight specifically because of the numerology of the date. So 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 17, which equals 8. 8 is balance and infinity, and also the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. That's why we're doing these reads this evening. I also specifically picked out some unique jewelry to be wearing this evening on purpose. So the first one is for my bestest friend. Her birthday is tomorrow. And her birthday is tomorrow. So she gets to be first on my list for this evening. So let's start this. I'm not gonna lie, these are a little hard to shuffle. They're a little hard to shuffle, but it's okay, because look how gorgeous this deck is. Tell me that's not gorgeous. Just saying. Future happenings, and I'm going to type this out. You reunite with your relatives. You focus on gathering information. Your engagement in discussions, dialogues, and partnership grows. You sustain your emotional resilience. Professionals provide you with valuable support. Your efforts lead to consistent success. You adhere to professional standards. Your relationships undergo improvement. I don't need it to be easy. I need it to be worth it. Pursuits to consider. You've got that backing, that vibrant energy, and a whole lot of excitement. Stay receptive. Give everyone's thoughts a fair ear, and provide constructive fixes for the current issues. Transform a downer into an upper. Lay down some guidelines that encourage others to aim for harmony instead of disorder. The scope of life is all about your guts and bravery. Life shrinks or expands in propositions to one's own courage. sure I'm spelling correctly. I'm not. How are you feeling, Miss Joy? Excuse me, it's not that. It's not how that's spelled. So not only are you getting me pulling a card for you, but there you go. If I remember correctly, Sass, did we not pull this exact same card the other day? Just out of curiosity, because I remember the quote at the bottom. Thank you, Kim. So all of the proceeds that come in from the gifts are going to go towards the new building, towards the church. There are a lot of things that have to be fixed and repaired, and there are a lot of things that there's just a lot of things. We'll just say that. So all of the gifts go towards that. They will go towards that. So thank you for all of those. I appreciate it so much. All right, let me type this other part. For those of you guys that never got to come to the shop, you never got to walk through the portals that I built there. Let me just say that the place I bought has a doorway. Has a whole ass portal in it. Has a whole ass portal. Yeah. Don't you just love it when you can't type well? here? I don't know, because no one knows. All right. So your read tonight will come with this. A whole ass certificate with the date and all kinds of other things on it. Just saying. We're just going to put Sass on there. She can figure out what that means later. I love you, my friend. Happy birthday for tomorrow. We're all going to make sure to send you the good, nice, calm, bubble bath, sleep in late, favorite food type of day, and I don't want to see you online at all. I mean, unless you want to, but I'm just saying. Where is that was so weird. The business chat, the Facebook business chat went away. What the? I don't know what just happened. That was weird. I found it, but it like went away. It just fucking went away. All right. See who is next on my list. Miss Denice. I'm not gonna lie, the very first cards out of this deck that Sass and I pulled, they were kind of like, ouch. I'm just saying. Not like the other card deck I got. The other card deck I got is 100% like cut you right in the throat. All right, Denice, you ready? Future happenings. Your upcoming plans and expectations come to fruition. You encounter significant changes. Your attention shifts towards your home and family. An exciting opportunity presents itself. Clarity replaces confusion and discussions progress. You revise or refine past efforts. Your success is most profound in environments that encourage experimentation and adaptability. The other new deck is rude, 100%. Pursuits to consider. You carry empathy, optimism, and reliability. Your increasing dedication to spirituality instigates beneficial transformations in your character. Strive to fulfill your responsibilities without relying on assistance from others. Inject some novelty into your life, as it can introduce a constructive shift in your daily habits. Commanding others may showcase strength, but true power lies in mastering oneself. Just saying. Okay, I did spell it right. Okay. know that last word is spelled wrong. Oh my gosh, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Grammarly, I need you to go away. I need you to go away. Like you're pissing me off. Go away. Making me angry-tated. Dream big and dare to fail. Norman Vaughn. Never heard of that one, but that doesn't mean that that's not a great quote. Because I think it's a great quote. All right. No, not A, Lil Wayne. There we go. Miss Denice. There's yours. Making sure that it was exactly what I wanted. You are so welcome, Miss Denise. I want you guys to know that I had a hard time choosing the background for this. Kathy Mazzell is next. Tell me this music isn't great. I'm just saying. I am all about it. Okay, you gonna flip cards at me, Kathy? right, Kathy. I'm going to turn my light down like this and then turn my light up a little bit so I can see better. There we go. Future happenings. You acquire new knowledge. Your productivity is on the rise, leading to success in your projects. Health concerns are absent. How are you feeling, by the way, Kathy? And you enjoy robust vitality. You cultivate harmony within your home and nurture a loving connection with your partner. You adapt your plans and embark on proactive endeavors. The achievements you attain surpass your expectations, bringing in significant success. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Lao Tzu. Pursuits to consider, Miss Kathy. You exude grace, diplomacy, and a sense of decisiveness when facing your decisions. Have confidence in your judgment rather than relying solely on the advice of others. It leads to successful outcomes. Collaborating and aiding others can boost your reputation. However, excessive self-assuredness, you know what I'm saying, might impede your progress. Don't be fearful of moving at a gradual pace. The true concern should be stagnation. Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. John F. Kennedy. All right. If you guys weren't here the other night, I don't remember if it was last night. Kathy, I'm going to tell you business. I don't remember if it was last night or the night before that you said you had had a small heart attack. So when I read that said health concerns are absent, I was like, just saying. How are you? How are you feeling? I like that my keyboard is not wanting to keyboard this evening. It depends. I just got my nails done from coffin shape to points to stilettos, so I'm going a little slower. I'm used to catching them with the edge of the nails. If I do not have any nails on, if it's just like my flat fingers, I can type 90 to 95 words a minute. So with nails, usually between 75 and 85. I know that's a big range there, but that's about, yeah. Depends on the day. It also depends if I second guess myself repeatedly when I'm typing. kid to text me. Stop it. So I see that a few of you guys are feeling the emotion thingies, feeling the weird vibey emotions. That tells me right there that that you're more sensitive to frequencies than you realize you are, because the Schumann has been doing crazy things today. The Schumann has been doing crazy things today. Just so you know. I had it pulled up a little bit ago. So the Schumann has been doing crazy shit. Currently, it's at 66. So the current frequencies are above 7, above what we're used to normally. So yeah. So that's why everybody's feeling the things. Miss Shonda is next. Well, I'm glad, Mystic Margie. I hope that's in a good way. Nope, it's that one. All right, then. All right, Miss Shonda. Future happenings. Your feelings mess with your goals. Your squad and fam pop back into your life. You get a sudden burst of energy and might pick up a fitness kick. You are hit with tons of options, but you pick the best one. Your teamwork game becomes even stronger, and you keep things chill in your conversations. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. What do you want to know about the Friday the 13th event? You ready for your pursuits to consider? You exhibit sensitivity, empathy, and affection. Your energy is perfectly suited for commencing the long-delayed new venture. Fresh prospects are on the verge of presenting themselves to you. Cultivate a greater level of openness towards others. A substantial surge of vibrant energy is heading in your direction. Trust in your capabilities, for believing in yourself is already halfway to achieving your goals. And my favorite quote is at the bottom: what you think, you become. Just saying. Just saying. What the hell? I think Grammarly is messing with me. Will Rogers. Will Rogers all over Oklahoma. Yeah, it's kind of irritating sometimes. I'm like, look here, bitch. I can spell. I am my own grammar Nazi. So I love that Shonda said that was spot on. Tammy Jacobson is my next one. These reads tonight are meant to motivate you. They're meant to give you something beautiful to look at and remind yourself of your goals. Remind yourself where you're going and why you're going there. That's why instead of just reading for you guys, I created these certificates. I created a way for you guys to have something to always look back at. You know what I mean? And these are gorgeous. Camera does not do them justice. All right, Miss Tammy. Your future happenings. You establish adequate room in every aspect. Okay. Team unity is upheld by you. Your words and action exert a significant influence. My words didn't work there, so hopefully yours work better. You find yourself in the company of elders. You reinforce your bonds with your dear ones. Your interests and resources grow. You actively engage in affairs concerning real estate, properties, and vehicles. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Henry Ford. And then here is your pursuits to consider. You embody success, fortune, and steadfastness. Sustaining a consistent daily regimen is vital. Before formulating any plans, give them thorough consideration. Uphold your self-assurance and resilience. Tackle the most challenging tasks with your unwavering determination. When contemplating action, don't hesitate. Act promptly. Cultivate unwavering self-belief, for your belief has the power to shape reality. That Buddha quote would have gone great on the bottom of here, but this one's good too. Belief creates the actual fact. I like these cards. Sometimes you know what's really funny? When I'm reading them, I'm like, that's kind of a little general. That's kind of a little general. But then I remember that when I pull one of these for me, I'm like, damn, okay, shit. Like, damn. Fucker got me right in the feelers, you know, like. So, yeah. There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to change that just a little bit because I don't feel like there should have been a period there. I feel like should have been maybe a comma. So we're going to do that. See, now I apparently just don't like punctuation. I just don't like punctuation tonight, I guess. I thought I hit that 3 times. thing that I hate about this bracelet is that it ends up getting pushed too high on my arm and then poking me. So this is, it's not showing you the whole thing. Let me show you. So it's just showing you kind of the middle of it. Miss Diann George is next. You kept thinking it was Sunday all day. There's Miss Diann. All right, Miss Diann. Future happenings. You achieve remarkable progress in your pursuits. Exciting gatherings and events are on the horizon. Communication flows with ease. You rearrange your agenda. Confidential information is disclosed. Agreements are forged with your loved ones. You involve yourself in endeavors that align more closely with your values and interests. A friendship is set to evolve into a meaningful connection. We will either find a way or make one. Hannibal. Pursuits to consider. This is funny. I think this was Kathy's. Kathy pulled this one too. You exude grace, diplomacy, and a sense of decisiveness. When facing decisions, have confidence in your judgment rather than relying solely on the advice of others. It leads to successful outcomes. Collaborating and aiding others can boost your reputation. However, excessive self-assuredness might impede your progress. Don't be fearful or moving at a gradual pace. The true concern should be stagnation. Oh, I love that. I haven't seen a monarch in a while. I know that there was a lot of danger to their habitat, like where they go to give birth, I guess, to lay eggs, grow, etc. So yeah. Oh no, I don't teach the brujeria classes. That is Miss Scarley. That is Miss Scarley. That is Scarley's practice. She was raised in that. She is the queen of that. Yep, tomorrow is the 2nd Sunday sermon. About the time I get used to typing with these, I'll go back to coffins. And I'll have to get used to those again. I liked that the crescendo in that piece was when I was writing, don't be fearful of moving at a gradual pace. I would prefer you guys not ask questions in the chat, and here's why. Because it opens the door for scammers. There is a rash of people going on where people are waiting for somebody to post a question and then advertising their shit in other people's live streams, and that is something that 100% pisses me off. The other thing too is that you need to be careful with who you're getting information from. You know what I mean? Be careful with who you're getting information from. Myself included. Okay, I'm including myself in that. You need to be careful who you get information from. There's a lot of people online that don't know jack about shit about fuck, but they're going to come across like they do. All you got to do is listen to people for just a little bit, and they will tell you exactly who they are and how intelligent they are. Very quickly. All you got to do is listen. All you got to do is listen. Miss Verdena is next. There you are. How are you, my friend? Ooh, you throwing cards. I told my kid earlier, or yesterday, we were having a discussion about, she was laughing about a Reddit post that she had seen where somebody had posted like a legit question, right? And people were like completely just tearing her down for asking the question. And I told my kid, I was like, what you need to remember is that behind a keyboard, everybody is powerful. Everybody is powerful behind a keyboard. But if you were to talk to that person face to face, chances are really high that they're not going to say a word to you. They're not even going to look you in the eye. Because they know if they were to say half of the shit that they said online from a troll account, they would get popped in the mouth. And she said, I didn't think about it that way. I said, yeah. Yeah. Think about it. It's so easy to be brave behind a keyboard. It's so easy to say hateful shit behind a keyboard, especially from a troll account that doesn't have your name or your face on it. Because if you were to say that in public, you could get popped in the mouth. Just saying. Just saying. I try to be as close to who I am on here, at events, and everywhere else that I'm at, as I am in real life. I get really serious and I get really goofy and stupid. I sing random shit to the cat and the dogs. They love it. Don't let them tell you different. I also am a workaholic. You know, like, I try to be the exact same person. So yeah, I try to be the exact same person. Yeah. All right, Miss Verdena, let's see what yours are. Future happenings. You effortlessly surmount any challenges that come your way. You obtain the solutions you require. My eyes like did this like jump thing, and I was like, wait, bitch, wait. A profound conversation ensues as you reconnect with your past. A spiritual revelation is on the horizon. You draw nearer to someone special. You refine and reshape your strategies. You relish the process and yield remarkable results. A place for everything and everything in its place. Pursuits to consider. You possess a candid, passionate, and valiant nature. Direct your energy toward tangible endeavors that yield personal gains. Concentrate on your opportunities and effective time management. Safeguard your standing by fulfilling your responsibilities. Allow your creative imagination to take the reins, and triumph be your reward. Remember, the only true error is the one from which we gain no insight. Oh, skipping ahead. What the fuck, fingers? There we go. Miss Eunice. How are you this evening? Let me find my place again. Allow your creative. There we go. I'm really digging this playlist. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. What's up, Mike? How are you? And this playlist is like a little over 2 hours long. So we still got a little bit of time. I'm curious what it'll pull up after this, because this one's pretty epic. This one's pretty epic. All right, Miss Verdena, sending that to the Scotty. Heidi Pooh. Heidi Pooh. So this string of fire that I've got on here, one thing I really like about this is if you go to it on YouTube, like click the link and go to it on YouTube, the bottom, the red bar where you can move it back and forth, it's broken up and tells you what piece it is. So if there's like certain pieces, if you wanted to build a playlist of this, which is actually a really, really good idea, you could, because it has all of the different names of each piece that's in these. I'm really glad that someone said that they were going to look for it on Pandora. Bet. I'll just create a damn list. That's not cool to come in and push yourself on someone else's page. Like, I don't do that to you. And that's just not cool. I'm going to really start cracking down on that, guys. I'm just saying. Just saying. I had somebody that was coming in and being all supportive and so on and so forth. And it was great and it was nice. And then they started DMing me about some other social media platform or so. I mean, it just... Don't do that, y'all. I'm really going to start cracking down on that. Like, that's BS and you know it. Like, if I were to come in and do that to you, you'd be fucking livid. So, it's not cool, man. That'd be like me going into like me going into Walmart and then just setting up my business in there. It'd be like me going into, another reader's shop and setting up business. Like, that is just not cool. Now, the beadwork, however, is Scarly's. And Scarly be my girl, so I will happily promote the Scarly. These are the first earrings you made for me, I think, right? Like the ravens, the Odin's spear. These are the first ones you made for me. And then I have this gorgeous long set of Capricorn ones, like they're really long. I love them. I wanted to wear them the other day, but they got lost in the white shirt that I had on. So I was like, all right, let's not wear those. And then I have the Fenrir. Now, Lurleen in Wally World would be... I probably could legitimately dress as Lurleen and go to... We have the good Walmart, and we have we have the crackhead Walmart. I mean, like, that's just, we have the good Walmart and the crackhead Walmart. I could go to that Walmart, that second Walmart, dressed as Lurleen and video myself. I'm just saying. I will say, though, that second Walmart I mentioned, I do love going there when I'm looking for, like, my niece and nephew are like 12 and 13, and so they're into like certain collectible toys and stuff like that. I am always the favorite aunt because they have them there because no one else goes there to look for them. I'm just saying. All right, Miss Heidi. Future happenings. This is really funny. Y'all saw me shuffle, am I right? Y'all saw me shuffle. I don't even have to change it on yours, Heidi. You effortlessly surmount any challenges that come your way. You obtain the solutions that you require. And I know that you said you had a very weird day. A profound conversation ensues as you reconnect with your past. A spiritual revelation is on the horizon. You draw nearer to someone special. You refine and reshape your strategies. You relish the process and yield remarkable results. A place for everything and everything in its place. I have not finished them all, Sadie. Y'all overwhelmed me. I really did not think that was going to be as big of a thing. I'll be working on them, depending on what time I get done with these, I'll be working on them tonight and then tomorrow evening. I love that you said, please no. You are so funny. Now, a profound connection, a profound conversation as you reconnect with your past, that doesn't always have to be like a love interest. I'm just saying, sometimes it's kind of funny. Story time. Story time. There's been a lot of times that I have gone to have like lunch with my dad or something like that. And it just, in the midst of conversation, something comes out about, why am I yawning? Oh, gotcha. In that context, I'm going to say this. It took a long time for Kirsten's dad and I to be friends. It did. It took a long time for Kirsten's dad and I to be friends. And it took a lot of changing. It took a lot of changing on his part. Don't discount being friends, but make sure you set that boundary. And I want to know, this card has come up a lot. Why is it? This is a lot of cards to choose from. There's a lot of cards to choose from, y'all. And this one keeps coming up. You exude grace, diplomacy, and a sense of decisiveness, not divisiveness, when facing decisions. Have confidence in your judgment rather than relying solely on the advice of others. It leads to successful outcomes. Collaborating and aiding others can boost your reputation. However, excessive self-assuredness might impede your progress. Don't be fearful of moving at a gradual pace. The true concern should be stagnation. So I was looking at these the other day, and they always make it to where there's multiple clock hands. But this one looks like it's like a little bit almost to midnight, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they always make it to where it's really hard to tell what actual time it is. Thank you, Miss Raven. Because I was looking at it. See, like, look at this one. You can't really tell, like, is that the minute hand or the second hand? Is that the minute hand or the second hand? You know what I mean? Like, that one's just as long as that one. Like, it's really hard to tell. That one's a little easier to tell, I think. So they're really hard to tell. Because Sass and I went through them the other day. Y'all want to see the other cards? This is my other brand new deck. Hadn't bought myself new decks in a while. This one is an Akashic Records deck. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But holy shit, it's an ouch deck. Like, I'm not ready to read with this deck yet because it hurts. It hurt my feelings right out of the box. Watch. I'm just going to draw a card for the collective, and it's going to hit every single one of you. Don't leave, okay? Don't leave the live. Ready? Trust in yourself. You've got this. You worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. Oh, it proved me wrong. That was a nice card. That was a nice card. Look at it. Look at its little two-faced self there. It does go right along with that card that keeps coming up about grace, though, doesn't it? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It 100% did that on purpose. It 100% did that on purpose. But look, some people needed to hear it. And it really goes right along with these two cards that keep coming up. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So apparently, a lot of y'all needed to hear it. Remember when I said that this hurts me? So I'm just going to say this, guys. And I feel like this is, no, what it does is it gets down here. And then when I'm setting my arm on the desk, it does that. And it hurts. And it hurts. But it's hard to get it on or off. So I've just been leaving it on. I'm going to say this. This is one thing that I've learned in some very interesting ways in the last 20 years. And this is 100% a Capricorn thing. My sister used to laugh, and she still does, that I will hold a grudge until the earth falls apart. And she's not wrong, but I have learned to get past a few things. It doesn't mean that I'm going to trust you completely again. In fact, it doesn't mean that you might ever gain my trust at all back, but it does mean that we can be tentative friends. Does that make sense? It can be tentative friends. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. People do change. And they don't at the same time. I want you to think about that. People do change and they don't at the same time. Okay? So it's okay to be friends with somebody. You don't have to let them back into your inner circle. You don't have to let them back into anything at all that they could hurt you with again. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean that they really aren't truly sorry for what they did, because they could absolutely be sorry for what they did. They could really apologize. They could say the things that you wanted to hear at one point. You may not care about hearing them now, but they may actually change and apologize. Just in my personal opinion, in my way too many Capricorn placement opinion, once you break that trust, there's no coming back from that. I might be your acquaintance, I might even be your friend, but I will never trust you again with things. You know what I mean? And I told my kid this too. And I want you to remember that going through life, because she made a comment the other day. Well, so-and-so has changed. And I said, possibly. Possibly. But then people don't change at all either. So when somebody shows you who they are, that's who they are. I try to follow some wise words from my Sass friend. Hold on. And that is just suck up front. Suck up front. So I'll tell people I'm a workaholic. Work is fun to me. I will be in my office working or downstairs working because that's my fun. That's my fun. That's my free time. That's what I do. And a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't. I have a hard time sitting still. I have a hard time doing anything that's relaxing, because to me, knocking down the things on my list are relaxing. So I have no problem telling people my faults up front. Just saying. Just saying. All right, let me actually put the right quote on the bottom of here. Yep, when someone shows you who they are, don't try to repaint the picture. 100%. 100%. My kids dislike that I work so much, but at the same time, they like it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I would like for my computer to work. Linda doesn't like to work. Linda doesn't like to work. Linda is like 5 years from retirement. 2 years from retirement. She gonna take that early option. And she ain't about it. She don't give a fuck. All right. Miss Kristin. I made you sit up in the bed, huh? Linda, doesn't like to do much. I love that you threw a card at me and not the same card. And not the same card. All right. Future happenings. It's funny, this one has come up this evening too. Maybe if I call them out, like when I'm reading the other oracle decks, if I call them out, like, all right, ho, you come up repeatedly, give someone else a chance. You acquire new knowledge. Your productivity is on the rise, leading to success in your projects. Health concerns are absent, and you enjoy a robust vitality. You cultivate harmony within your home and nurture a loving connection with your partner. You adapt your plans and embark on a proactive endeavor. The achievements you attain surpass your expectations, bringing significant success. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And then this one is a new one. It's not the same one that's been coming up repeatedly. You demonstrate trustworthiness, meticulousness. That is a hard word to say, and I can't believe it came out of my face correctly. And integrity. Dedicate a portion of your time to introspection, which can aid you in resolving numerous challenges. Employ your practical abilities to find solutions to any problem that arise. Avoid excessive discipline in your interactions to introduce flexibility. Everything will progress seamlessly. Remember that doubt can extinguish more dreams than failure ever could. How many people did that hit in the gut? Remember that doubt can extinguish more dreams than failure ever could. And the quote at the bottom is, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Susie Kasim. Noted. I like that everybody's like, ouch. I don't know why my ears are like being ears. Julie? It's so funny. I don't write in British English, but sometimes my brain's like, there is a U in that. I'm like, there isn't, though. Well, of course, I can't do them not fancy. I will say one thing I really dislike about Wix is that I like that it lets me give a certificate at the end of all of the classes, the video classes. It'll automatically generate one for you. I hate that I can't upload one. I hate that I can't upload my own background. I hate that it only gives me like a few fonts to use. I'm like, yeah. Well, happy 4th. I can't spell to save my fucking life tonight. Why are you being hateful to me? Why are you being hateful to me? Linda. All right, Kristin. No, I type with the tips of my nails. If I were to try to type with my fingertips, I would hit every other key. Yeah, this thing, it's really funny. It's supposed to have 2 terabytes of memory. I'm going to go ahead and call shenanigans. I'm going to call shenanigans because I just don't think it does. But the internet, Linda will tell me that the internet needs more memory when she's done working. When she's done working, she will tell me that the internet needs more memory. I'm like, bitch, I ain't the one to talk to about that. Like, I don't know. I am not the one to talk to about that. I'm not. All right, Kaylee Poo. Yeah, I have 100% ran out of memory on a computer before. Like I have, right? I've got some that they're pretty rough. But this one right here is not old. It has a crazy amount of memory, and the vast majority of my stuff goes into cloud storage anyway. So I'm like, okay, Linda. Aw, thanks, Jacob. All right, this one's for Kaylee. That is a gorgeous card. I guess it should go like that. I don't know. That is a gorgeous card. I think she does it when she's just tired of working, to be honest. That's her way of saying, I gotta go outside for a smoke break. My kids need me at home. That's Linda's way of saying that. All right, ready? This is for Kaylee Poo. Future happenings. You maintain vigilance over your well-being. You navigate new ventures with grace. Although uncertainty may linger, you press onward, guided by the wisdom and guidance of your family. Aww. Sorry. Meetings are bound to yield success. Your position gains strength. Any lingering hesitation dissipates. You see your projects coming through to completion. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Maya Angelou. This one's gorgeous too. Look at that. I'm in love with the card backs. All right. Pursuits to consider. And of course it has my favorite quote on the bottom. My live is restricted from some audiences because of alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. Oh, I'm so sorry that somebody got their feelers hurt. My live does not contain the stuff mentioned in this notice. It's restricted in search results because it doesn't comply. I'm so sorry someone got their feelers hurt. I wonder if it was the person trying to scam people, or if it was the person trying to post their stuff in my chat, or if it was just a hater McHatey face. Aww. I'll win the appeal. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'll win the appeal, but you could have at least waited until I said something that remotely resembled one of those things. All right, so here's Kaylee's. You exhibit sensitivity, empathy, and affection. Your energy is perfectly suited for commencing the long-delayed new venture. Fresh prospects are on the verge of presenting themselves to you. Cultivate a greater level of openness toward others. A substantial surge of vibrant energy. Vibrant, Kaylee, not the other one. Vibrant. Is heading in your direction. Trust in your capabilities, for believing in yourself is already halfway to achieving your goals. What we think, we become. Yeah, I don't have a candle going. I don't have nothing. I don't even have incense going. Oh, it's a water jug. Sorry. I know. Being the little Sagittarius she is. That's why I was like, no. Vitality. Vibrance. All right. Let me get her certificate all prettified. People are petty, and it happens all the time, and it is what it is. I like that I have 2 restrictions. I love it. Let me go ahead and screenshot that. Yeah, I mean, I'll win. I'm not worried about it. But, like, when they report you for that, yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, they feel great. They feel fun. They feel fantastic. So before I start typing away on Kaylee's, I just want to tell you guys a secret, since we're, restricted anyway. If I don't screenshot someone's account, my mods screenshot the accounts. I love me some Ronnie Radke because he just says whatever the fuck he thinks that he should say. And I was watching these things the other day. If y'all don't know who he is, you should just look him up. He's the lead singer of Falling in Reverse. And he was on a podcast, and the other person on the podcast said, I don't have the time of day for anybody that wants to hate. And he goes, I do have the time of day. I do have the time of day. And that's kind of where I'm at this point. I used to be the first one that I don't, you know, have the time of day for haters. But I do now. I do now. And if I ain't screenshotting you, then my mods are screenshotting you. I'm just saying. And there are times that I can't sleep. We're just going to leave it at that. I always got time. All right. That's just weird wording. Guided by the wisdom and guidance of your family. Okay. The other thing that's really fun too is that if they do it to me, they're going to do it to other people that they hate, and eventually they'll get their own account in trouble because they're just mass reporting people. Just saying. Defeated? They're defeated. Okay. Why did I turn my fan off? Do y'all know? Just curious. Why did I turn it off? Really? That's insane, Denice. Wow. That's weirded. That's weirded. That'd be weirded. Yeah, that's odd. That's odd. Yeah, I don't understand why people do that. I don't understand why people report people they dislike. I don't understand why people come in and try to promote themselves in other people's lives. I just don't understand any of it. I know, right? Yeah. I just, I don't get it. Like, if I don't like something, I go boop. Or boop. Either one. Both thumbs work equally great. Boop, boop. I've been a gamer for too long, man. I started on Atari. Well, that was really just one button, but you know. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just saying. It's pretty easy. If it's really, really bad. If it's really, really bad, I might be like, ooh, report or block. But yeah. I agree, Suzanne. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Ambidextrous and a Capricorn. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. They all crack me up. They all crack me up. I can't spell. There we go. I noticed, I was just sitting here thinking, like, I forgot to grab my ibuprofen a while ago. Like, I can feel the thing. It's fun. Can't wait to get this taken care of. That just doesn't look right, but okay. Vibrant, Kaylee. Vibrant. Oh, yeah, see, the restriction's already off. Oh, nope, still there. I was like, oh, it's gone. It's not even up there anymore. Like, it's not showing on mine. Is it showing on y'all's? May just get off of this live, go take my antibiotics, and come back up. She doesn't know the violence. Kaylee! It's not funny, but it's funny. I'm just saying, it's not funny, but it's funny. Jacob is next. All right, we'll do Jacob's, and then I'll take a little break and go take my antibiotics for the ouchie, and we'll go from there. I love you right back. She said she always chooses violence. Oh my God. I need to put up some new emojis, don't I? Okay. All right. Yay, a new one. Yay. All right. Ready? Anticipate a vibrant rekindling of connections. Your schedule unfolds seamlessly. A significant victory awaits you. You establish crucial limits concerning your communication and your availability. Prepare for substantial transformations within your home and personal life. More leisure time becomes available for enjoyment. You establish stimulating connection with someone unforeseen and invigorating. And this is one of my favorite quotes. The best way out is always through, from Robert Frost. Ready for this one? Pursuits to consider. You have expressive, generous, and adaptable traits. Your capability to safeguard the vulnerable paves the way for fresh starts. Employ unconventional thinking, and you generate exceptional solutions. Harness your intellect, agility, and swiftness to achieve your aspirations. Assistance and zeal are on the rise, and the outcomes are satisfying. Every moment heralds a new start. Yesterday's the past, tomorrow's the future, but today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. All right. Like great music for these reads. I'm sorry. It's great. I'm not, yeah. Just saying. You establish. Where was I at? There we go. Really? Capacity. Brain, stop it. Sounds like Faust. I feel like that's probably a typo. It's not Faust. What is this? It says Wall Street Secrets. It sounds like Faust. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the underlying, sounds like, yeah. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and I'm not crazy. All right, Jacobs is on the way. So I have Tabitha, Suzanne, Eunice, Samantha B, Marisol. Oh my God, I love your name. Kelly. Let me see here. Come on, Linda. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm debating, do I pause this live, go take my medicine and start a new one? Or do I just go run and get my antibiotic? I think we do the first one. All right. I will see you guys back in about 10 minutes. Okay? Miss Tabitha, you're going to be first. So. Yeah, I know, Jacob. That's why I smiled. All right. I'll see you guys in a few minutes, okay?